If you're in the market for a used luxury SUV under $20,000, you have tons of options. But today I'm going to show you 5 reasons why the third generation Lexus RX350 is probably the best option for most. Before I get into the reasons why I think the third generation Lexus RX350 is a great purchase in the luxury SUV space under $20,000, let me give you a little history behind the Lexus RX nameplate. And I'll kind of give you some context of why these vehicles are so great. So the Lexus RX started its life in 1999. That was the first model year for the first generation RX. Ran from 99 to 2003 for the first gen. And these were equipped with the 3-liter V6 engines. Those were great engines also. I see many of these first gens on the road still with 500,000–600,000 miles with the original powertrain. They kind of set the standard for crossovers and what they will become and transform into today. But just a great vehicle. I like how small these were. And that's the trend you'll see. So we'll go to second gen here. Second gen was 04 to 09. As you see, it grew in size a little bit. Engine grew in size as well. This was equipped with a 3.3-liter V6. Those are also great. I mean, all of these RX models are great. There's not a bad model year. Some have more issues than others, obviously, but overall, they were pretty reliable from the beginning. Pretty good vehicles. The third gen we're looking at here today, 2010 to 2015. As you see, it got a little bigger also, and bigger engine, 3.5 V6. It's the one we have here today. It's just that 2GR-FE V6 is just incredible. It's really, probably, to me, this is the best generation RX. I think it had the least amount of issues, and the design's still there. So, really good. Fourth gen, 2016, 2022. Grew a little bit, 2 inches in the wheelbase, and it used the same powertrain though. Still used a 3.5-liter V6. That's why people in 2022, they kind of grabbed up that last model year RX because that was the last year with the naturally aspirated V6. And then we jumped to the 5th generation. And those started getting the 4-cylinder engines in there, which, they still, I haven't heard of a lot of issues with the 5th generation RXs. Obviously, the more technology, they had the plug-in hybrid system, so that's good. But we'll see. Only time will tell how reliable the 5th gens will be. For reason number 1 why you should consider buying one of the 3rd generation Lexus RX models, let's start underneath the hood here. Specifically, let's talk about the infamous 2GR-FE naturally aspirated V6 found in this Lexus as well as other Lexus and Toyota models. The 2GR-FE is a reliable engine, it's a simple engine, it's very refined. It's been proven over the years to be a workhorse and just a great engine overall. Very little problems as long as you keep up with the maintenance on them. Reason number 2 has to be interior quality. The interior on these 3rd generation Lexus RXs were actually built pretty well. Good leathers were used, good plastics were used. The leathers seem to hold up well against cracking and aging from UV exposure. Same with the wood veneers, all the plastic bits, plastic pieces. They just seem to hold up very well. There's no creaks or rattles, just an overall pleasant cabin, very refined as well. And it still looks pretty modern considering this vehicle, this is a 2014, is 10 years old. But I'll let you be the judge here. I've seen many of these that have just been completely not maintained, used and abused, and miraculously the interior seemed to hold up well against that kind of abuse. It's pretty incredible. It's a true testament to the build quality of Toyota and Lexus and their attention to detail. And reason number 3 why you should buy one of these, the actual driving dynamic, driving comfort is just perfect in these vehicles. From the ride height to the ergonomics of the button placements, it's just perfect in my opinion. For a modern crossover, it's old school Toyota. Everything works well together. The powertrain's smooth as butter. Everything just works well, comes together well on the road. You're very isolated in here. Very little cabin noise. Just a great riding SUV and one of the best in the market in my opinion. Reason number 4 had to be the cargo capacity of the Lexus RX. A lot of trunk space, especially with the seats folded flat. There's no third row to get in the way. Still has a spare tire underneath also, so very practical vehicle. And the very last reason why you should consider buying one of these Lexus RX350s, the HVAC systems in these cars are very robust. The heat works phenomenally well. The AC is super, super cold. It's actually one of the best performing HVAC systems I've seen in the car in a long time. Generally speaking, Toyota and Lexus products have pretty good heat and air, but this one works exceptionally well. I mean, it's great, and it's pretty quiet too. It's the fan all the way up. Very, very quiet. Let's say it works very, very well. Because I love quirks and features in vehicles, I'm going to give you one bonus reason why you should consider buying the third generation Lexus RX, and it's this right here. This little cup holder here is so cool. I love it. I miss stuff like this in cars. I hate that manufacturers have pulled the fun out of vehicles and the little hidden compartments and stuff. Just so cool to me. Wish they'd bring this kind of stuff back in cars along with armrests. That'd be great, right? But that's just so cool to me, and it's a feature that I use more than anything else in this cabin probably. So there you have it. Those are my 5 reasons why you should consider buying the third generation Lexus RX350s if you're in the market for a used luxury SUV under $20,000. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with these reasons? Do you think there's a better option? Thank you guys for watching.